Mothra, Queen of the Monsters, issue 4. It's been a minute since I read issue 3. I actually went and reread it right before reading this issue 4 here just because it's been so long. Picked this up at the comic shop the other day while I was out running errands, and they just thrown it in my pull box for me. It's got this really cool cover here by Sophie Campbell, who's actually the writer for the book and not the artist. However, there's a really cool variant cover here, and I love that IDW does this where they have a full page for the variant covers in the back. That looks so good. But this is by Roberto Rivera Pedro, and that looks so sick. I dig that. If they didn't just throw this in my pull box for me to grab and I was at the comic shop and I saw this cover, I would have had to have grabbed that because that just looks so good. But this main cover here is pretty cool too. I dig that. Having a pretty good time with this book. This issue had a lot of cool stuff in it that I liked. Matt Frank does all the artwork. Sophie Campbell's doing the writing. And this kicks off with the Antra fairies singing a song, bringing the Antra creature up to Mothra, and they're going to spar because they got to team up to go up against that Mega Gyrus. So we see what's going on there. But there's a mixed bag. This series, I keep teeter-tottering on whether I like it or not. And this issue had both the things I like and don't like in it. So I'm just going to talk about that. And you let me know if you agree or disagree about it. But these two sisters, this writer, Sophie Campbell, like, I'm surprised it's not a dude writing this book, because they just do not feel like any girls I know. Certainly not any sisters I know. I got two stepsisters, you know, and I've seen children interacting and siblings, and they just don't feel very much like siblings to me. The way they bicker doesn't feel organic, and the way they make up does not feel at all like any siblings I know. Just I'll point that out later, the dialogue in the book. But this book does give us some great fights. First of all, I do love the design of this Antra creature. I think it's kind of silly that its name is Antra because, like, yeah, Mothra's a Mothra, but Batra wasn't a bat creature, you know? So why is Antra? You know what I'm saying? That being said, I do enjoy this new ant creature. I think it's got a really good design. I really like the redesign for the new Mothra here. It looks really fuzzy and cool. Like, it looks cute and badass at the same time. It does a good job of modernizing or updating the general look while making the creature seem and feel a bit more threatening as well. And it just makes it its own unique creature as opposed to just looking like the general Mothra we always know and associate with. So it's very cool. It actually gives it a little bit more personality and uniqueness out of the creatures, which I like a lot. And this Antra is really cool looking. Like, I'm all for some radical looking monsters and everything, and I like it that it's not just like a big upright lizard sort of dragon creature. And this is a good fight. So this issue does give me action, which I crave and need. We get a lot of fights. We get Mothra fighting Antra here, but we also get this big boom, boom, boom of just fighting all these different monsters because Mothra is training right now to get tough. So this is cool. Like, when's the last time you saw this fella, huh? But I call shenanigans because they have Mothra beating Titanosaurus underwater. I would have bought them letting Mothra win if it was above water on land, but having Titanosaurus underwater, that's like home territory for you, you know what I'm saying? But really cool. Also, very surprised they gave a win to Anguirus, but I guess it's an unimportant fight, so he can have that one. I love that guy. But this is real funny, too, and he gets his real good. Look at his face on the bottom panel there. So this is just a whole lot of fun. But But yeah, the way these girls are talking and everything, I don't know. Maybe it's a generational thing too. Maybe it's just girls of a younger age and generation. I don't know how young this lady is who wrote the book, but maybe she's like in her 20s or something, and this is just kind of how younger kids bicker and talk with each other. But they don't feel like any girls I've ever talked with or known, and especially siblings and the way they make up or talk. It's very reminds me of like some Tumblr fan fiction or some bullshit like that. But like this page here too was just seemed like a very quirky internet sort of joke thing, and not like an actual serious comic page, you know, with Mothra versus Baragon, and they don't fight, they cuddle. Who wins? Everybody, you know. Like that's just a cutesy I get that it's fun. Maybe I'm just like the meme of that little robot pounding the no fun allowed sign in the front yard, but like it's just I'm not feeling it. I'm not feeling the gag. However, a gag I can appreciate is the little tiny baby Rodan here flying, and it being a little bit kind of startled and scared with what's going on in the fight here. But this was really cool. I dug seeing Manda here. So again, you know, like some of the writing in this is just I'm not liking it. I'm sorry, Campbell, but it's just I'm not feeling it, and I'm like on issue 4 now. And I'm having all the same complaints. Like it's the same feeling and complaint to one degree or another throughout the entire book. It's just been like how these characters are written and portrayed. I don't like it, but I do love all the action itself, and the story is not that bad. It's just the dialogue, really. I can't do the dialogue. But we get a really cool fight here with the Manda. We see here Mothra rematching with Antra, and this time actually winning. And so like he's doing good. We're ready for it, and we're gonna take on the giant. Well, it's no longer a Mega Gearus. We find out at the end of the comic, but look at that. That's mean looking. So here we have, this is where the book just absolutely killed me, was them talking, and like this bit of dialogue right here. They're talking about like not knowing what to do, and they trained all this time and all the time traveling, and once they get this thing done, their mission will be over. Yes, I was trained to help the priestesses with magic, but they don't need that anymore. My job is done. This is my whole life, Mira. It doesn't have to be. You have me now, too. That's not a bad place to start to build a new life. Like, come on. Would it really be that bad? Like, what siblings talk to each other like that, for real? But what humans talk to each other like that? That just reads to me as somebody who all their friends are through like AOL Instant Messenger or email or Tumblr or Reddit or something. Like, you're not interacting with real human beings and talking with real people, if that's how you think people talk, especially like siblings, sisters. I don't know. Maybe I'm just a huge asshole, but I'm just like groaning and rolling my eyes through it. But I'm really loving the artwork, and it looks cool. And like we got the Omega Gearus at the end of the issue here is revealed. It's supercharged, and look at that cover for the next issue, issue 5. That looks really cool. So again, I'm like mixed bag on this book. On one hand, I really love it, but on the other hand, I don't like it at all. And so I'm just kind of shrugging my shoulders and buying it and reading it. I love that Mothra has her own book, his book, whatever. I love that there's a Mothra book that we got. I love that it's got great artwork and really good action. I'm just not feeling the characters in it, and that's been my big complaint with a lot of the Godzilla books lately, is the characters and dialogue has not been really doing it for me. So far, the only one that's been like solidly consistent are the Frank Terry Here There Be Whatever's books. But that said, still great artwork in the book, and I'm curious to see where it's going. The new monsters have been cool. Like, we got that flash forward of the Mecha Mothra, which is tight. The Antra's cool. We got the Omega Gearus is pretty rad. I like the Antra Priestess. I wish there was something a little bit cooler and more interesting with the plot twist of, like, I thought these guys were going to be evil along with them, and something was going to come of that was cool, and it just kind of wasn't as neat as I thought it would be. Like, it's just, yeah, I don't know. I'm hoping I really like issue 5. I want to like every comic I pick up, and I generally am not gonna buy books I think I'm not gonna enjoy. So I hate coming at you with a less than just overly enthusiastic review, but you know, I just tell it like it is, and I'm just talking about comics. But it could be cool, and you know, maybe get better. And I don't know how much work this Sophie Campbell's done, but the more she does the work, the better she'll get, I imagine. You don't start out great at something, but like, man, go get better working on like Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles or something, and then jump onto Godzilla when you're good. Like, because I know that's what IDW does. Is I know they do a bunch of turtle stuff too. I always see it on the back advertising. It's just like, yeah, go have fun doing whatever there, but save your good stuff for my Godzilla junk. Anyway, I got a stack I'm working through right now, so I'm gonna jump onto that next Godzilla versus Boston book coming up here. That's what I got in my stack. So I'll have a review of that coming up soon. Hopefully that's a bit more enthusiastic than this one. Although I remember the last versus City book was pretty terrible, so knock on wood. Oh man, at least I got Conan to look forward to coming up later in the week. I just picked up that issue 21 finally. Jesus Christ, it just arrived in the mail. Anyhow, we'll talk to you later.